sun came out. Thank you, sun. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It feels so good to say that again. So for the past 4 months, I have moved to good old Hollywood. Well, LA. I can't afford Hollywood yet. And today we are giving my tiny, drabby apartment a complete 1950s vintage makeover. Now, the before shot that you just saw isn't actually what this place looked like when I first walked in. This is what it looked like. So my first step was to completely renovate the place. I gave it a good old paint job, a good old scrub down, and prepped it for decorating. So to quickly fill you in on how I prepped the space, the color I use on the walls is called Crystal Cut by Behr, which is just a white paint with a soft pink hue. I chose white just because it is the most versatile color. It brightens up small spaces, it works for all seasons of the year, and if I ever want to switch the decor up, I'm not restricted with what colors I choose. Now, since I couldn't install crown molding panels, I decided to paint the existing borders to look like it, and I think it looks pretty great. I just sealed the cracks between the wall border and the floor border with plaster and used a glossy ultra white paint to make it look like fancy crown molding. I think crown molding makes every home instantly look more upscale and new, so I just had to have it done one way or another. And lastly, I painted the doors ultra white and replaced all the old outlet covers for new white ones as well. And here's Benny the Bunny making sure I did a good job with that. So now that you're all caught up on how I prepped the space, let's get to the fun part, decorating. So the specific vintage style that I'm going for is a Palm Springs mid-century modern look. During the mid-century, they used a lot of wood, pops of color like red and aqua, geometric wall decor, and plants. I actually already have some items that fit the bill, like this wooden TV stand and this couch, so I'm going to be upcycling and reusing a few things I already own to be budget friendly, along with some fun new things I bought to complete the look. Starting off near the entrance, I found this wooden cabinet that doubles as a table and as a secret shoe rack, so that way I can be space savvy and store my go-to shoes without them being a visible eyesore. So now that the cabinet is all pieced together, I am going to place this geometric wire basket right next to the table to not only hold some of my awesome records, but to also help disguise the wiring that is running along the floor. Now, to take advantage of the table space on top, I am placing this quirky wooden table lamp that has a really cool mid-century modern shape to it off to the side, along with this aqua record player for a pop of color, and then topping the table off with a round plant vase in the color green to help bring in more color and also give that cozy vintage atmosphere. Now, right along the same wall, I have 2 large windows sitting side by side, and windows of this shape can really make a place feel short. So to make the walls look taller and to make this place look more homey, I am applying beige curtains with sheer white curtains in the center, with the curtain rods placed onto the wall way higher than where the curtains actually start to give the illusion that the windows are taller. And I chose these light natural colors because they will filter the sunlight beautifully. And right in between these windows, I am placing this super cool retro sunburst mirror wall decor that was an iconic piece for the era. It is a total must, and it also gives this empty gap a purpose. So for the living room, I already have this mid-century modern shaped couch, which is great. So right in front of it, I am placing this white and light wood boomerang shaped table with a gold plant terrarium to add more fun geometrical shapes to the area and to also give the darker wood furniture a fun contrast. For the couch, I am topping it off with green and yellow pillows to brighten up the sofa area and also to stay true to the famous 1950s color palette. For this corner, I want it to be a place where guests can sit in when they come over, so I found this really awesome retro orange lounge chair that really brings this place to life, and right next to it I am placing a matching white circular table with a retro aqua telephone on top, which is such an important decorative piece when trying to recreate the era. And to tie the decor together and for ultimate coziness, I am placing a matching green decorative pillow on top. So the hallway is very narrow, so I'm not going to add too much so I don't make it feel even smaller. What I'm going to do is kind of create a hall of fame and add pastel colored portraits of the animals. We have 3 animals in this apartment, all rescues. There's 2 dogs named Savvy and Bibi and the notorious Benny the Bunny. How cute does this look? I took the photos myself. The OG Bundies are probably wondering where's my dog Truffles, but he actually lives in my home back in Florida where I have a huge golden portrait of him already, so don't worry. Finally, let's move on to the dining area. I found this huge round wooden mirror that I'm placing onto the back wall because mirrors make areas feel way bigger and it also helps bounce the window light around the room better. Now, as I was looking through old photographs of vintage dining rooms, I noticed many dining rooms had some kind of cabinet near the dining table to store their nice dinnerware. But for an apartment this small, something like that might make the space feel cramped, so instead I opted for a gold mirror bar cart to fill the space right under the wall mirror. Ironically enough, I hate alcohol, but when guests come over, they often love to drink cocktails or wine, so it's fun to have a little fancy setup for them. So the ceiling fan that came with the apartment was honestly too ugly to keep up, so with the help of my dad, I replaced it with this gorgeous bright gold Sputnik style chandelier, which really made the apartment look so upscale and classy. It is definitely my favorite piece in this apartment. Now for the dining table, I found this white and light wood table that perfectly matched the small tables in the living room, which was total destiny. So another iconic piece to a mid-century modern home is that iconic big houseplant that is seen in either every living room or dining room. So I picked up this cute little plant at the plant store and named her Long Tall Sally. Whoever can guess where that name came from first will get pinned in the comment section. Going back to the dining table, I am placing these amazing retro aqua dining chairs that I am seriously so in love with. Dining chairs are the perfect opportunity to bring a pop of color into the dining room while still keeping it classy. Moving on to the dining table, I am placing these 2 dark wooden fruit bowls to help further harmonize the dark wood decor with the light wood decor in the apartment. Plus, fruit bowls were in every 1950s household, so it is also decade accurate. Alongside them, I am placing this beautiful purple orchid plant and a geode stone for a modern flair. And to finalize this space, I am mounting this black and white canvas of palm trees for that Palm Springs touch. And of course, here's me struggling once again. Don't laugh. Luckily, my kitchen already has that vintage look, probably because they haven't renovated it in decades, so that is a plus, but there is no color in here and everything doesn't match, so we are going to solve both of those problems. First step I'm taking is changing up these floral doorknobs the kitchen already came with by using a gold appliance spray. Using a paint spray is a great way to modernize an old kitchen without spending money on new doorknobs because we all know that doorknobs can easily get costly. So for the countertops, I won't be applying too much, but we'll definitely be placing these kitschy red polka dot canister sets near the stove. Canister sets were on every kitchen counter during this time period, and it is a fun way to introduce color to the kitchen without cluttering the counters. To complement the canister set, I am hanging this matching red polka dot oven mitt on the cabinet knob next to the oven for quick access while baking. Of course, no vintage kitchen can go without a classic cake stand for when you bake that classic cherry pie that I will be making in my upcoming vintage cooking series, wink wink. Right next to the sink, I am placing another green plant vase and another small wooden fruit bowl. Getting matching decor from other parts of the room is a good and sometimes affordable way to tie the whole apartment together, especially if they come in a pack of 2, which these did. And for the most tedious part of the kitchen makeover, I am applying the shiny red vinyl appliance wrap over the dishwasher and the fridge. Vinyl wraps are a very affordable way to make your appliances seem like they came in a set without actually buying a whole new set. It's also a quick way to modernize them, and it's a good way to introduce a big burst of color which really helps transform the area. And lastly, right outside of the kitchen, I am hanging up my retro red wall clock so I can keep time of my baking in style. So here's my apartment before. And here is my apartment after. So that wraps up the end of this apartment makeover for now. As of now, I'm not going to be showing you guys the bedroom or the bathroom just because the bedroom is a complete blank canvas for filming. It's literally just like a little film setup. And the bathroom, I don't know what I want to do with it because it's so small. I don't even know if I want to bother with it. We will see. I have to come up with some ideas. If you guys have any ideas, comment them down below. In my Florida room, that is also renovated, which I will be showing you guys how I gave that a makeover. It is like a Marie Antoinette 1700s palace, so another really fun video coming your way. Also stay tuned for future videos. I'm going to have way more covers on this channel. I know you guys really want me to sing more on this channel, so I will. A lot of awesome vintage content is coming your way, so make sure you subscribe, turn on the little notification bell so you know when I post, and I'll see you guys in the next video.